Tonight, after sex, you know exactly how to avoid pregnancy. You have countless options: condoms, birth control pills, patches, IUDs. You can even pull out your phone, find the nearest 24-hour pharmacy, and solve the problem within 10 minutes. But what if we went back 3,000 years? No pharmacies, no condoms, no gynecologist. No one knew what an egg cell was, what a sperm cell was, or when ovulation happened. So here's the question. Did ancient women ever think about birth control? Did they have any way to control their bodies? Any way to decide whether or not they became pregnant without any modern medical knowledge? The answer is yes. Humans have been trying to prevent pregnancy for thousands of years. And some of those methods still make sense today. Some have surprised modern scientists. And some are enough to make your skin crawl. Around 3,500 years ago, an ancient Egyptian medical text known as the Ebers Papyrus, one of the oldest medical documents in human history, recorded a contraceptive recipe. Mix crocodile dung with honey and insert it into the body. Yes, you heard that correctly. Crocodile dung. The same document also describes another method, a suppository made from pomegranate rind, bitter resin, and beeswax. Compared to crocodile dung, it sounds much more civilized. It's also far more sophisticated, which suggests that even in that distant era, people were already experimenting, testing, and searching for more reliable ways to prevent pregnancy. Even earlier Sumerian records mention similar practices. Oak galls, rue, alum, and various plants or minerals were ground into pastes and applied internally. The Sumerians left behind some of the oldest written records humanity has ever discovered. Among clay tablets documenting harvests, debts, and messages from the gods were traces of something else. Women's knowledge quietly passed from one generation to another. These were some of humanity's earliest known attempts to control fertility. But did they actually work? Surprisingly, some of them did. Modern researchers have found that crocodile dung is highly alkaline. Sperm cells lose their mobility in strongly alkaline environments. In other words, ancient Egyptian women accidentally created a sperm-killing substance without ever knowing sperm existed. That realization left many researchers stunned. Compounds found in bitter resins and pomegranate rind have also shown contraceptive or sperm-inhibiting properties. Modern laboratories have identified several natural compounds in pomegranates that may affect fertility. Knowledge that Egyptian women passed down through intuition and experience was thousands of years later, partially validated by science. Another common method among ancient Greek women involved sponges soaked in vinegar. Modern science confirms that acidic environments can damage sperm. Simple, accessible, and widely available, this technique appeared throughout the Mediterranean world. But perhaps the most astonishing story comes from ancient Rome. Historical records describe a plant called Silphium. It was widely used as a contraceptive and was said to be remarkably effective. The plant grew only along the coast of North Africa, in the region of Cyrene. Demand became so enormous that its value rivaled gold. People harvested it relentlessly until it disappeared forever. Today, not a single Silphium plant exists anywhere on Earth. We only know what it looked like because its image was stamped onto Roman coins. Those coins, preserved in museums, may be the only proof that the plant ever existed. And if you look closely at that shape, doesn't it look familiar? Some historians believe our modern heart symbol may actually have originated from the silhouette of the Silphium seed pod. No one knows exactly which compounds made it work. No one knows its biological mechanism. The plant vanished, taking all of its secrets with it. Imagine how many women's hopes and needs disappeared alongside that extinction. Birth control has never been a uniquely modern concern. It has been a shared concern of women throughout human history. And before all these herbs, suppositories, and sponges existed, humanity's oldest form of birth control wasn't really birth control at all. it was breastfeeding. Anthropologists have discovered that frequent, intensive breastfeeding naturally suppresses ovulation. This phenomenon is known today as lactational amenorrhea. In prehistoric societies, there was no formula, no powdered milk, no substitute capable of keeping an infant alive. A baby depended entirely on its mother's milk, day and night. When an infant nurses constantly, the mother's brain releases large amounts of prolactin. And prolactin is one of nature's most powerful defenses against pregnancy. It sends a direct message to the ovaries. Stop ovulating. Until the child in her arms can walk and feed itself, no new baby should arrive to compete for resources. This isn't a conscious choice. It's a biological system shaped by millions of years of evolution. The human body understands something simple. Raising two completely dependent infants at the same time is extraordinarily difficult. Women in many prehistoric societies breastfed each child for 3 or even 4 years. As a result, birth intervals were naturally extended. By analyzing chemical signatures preserved in ancient bones and teeth, archaeologists can estimate weaning ages and reproductive patterns. The evidence suggests that before the rise of agriculture, women typically gave birth to 4 or 5 children during their lifetimes, not the 10 or 12 we often imagine. Breastfeeding was the most common and perhaps the most effective form of natural birth control humanity ever knew. This isn't modern medicine. It's a built-in mechanism that has always existed within our bodies. Many of us have simply forgotten it, or perhaps no one ever told us. But we need to acknowledge something else. Birth control throughout history wasn't always gentle herbs and honey. Ancient texts describe far more extreme methods: intense physical exertion, scalding hot baths, massive doses of potent herbs. Some treatments were so harsh they could seriously harm the woman herself. The line between contraception and abortion was often blurred. No one drew clear distinctions. And then there is another method, one that appears rarely in historical records, but may have been heartbreakingly common: infant abandonment. In times of severe scarcity, some children simply could not be supported. In ancient Rome, fathers were legally permitted to abandon newborns. Fragments of Greek records occasionally mention abandoned infants being discovered. In medieval Europe, churches even installed foundling wheels, rotating wooden compartments where mothers could leave babies anonymously. The practice likely occurred far more often than history books suggest. It wasn't recorded because people preferred not to record it. This isn't a story about cruelty. Or perhaps it is a different kind of cruelty. The cruelty of desperation. The final choice available to women who had no other choices. Because for much of human history, they didn't. Every method tells the same story. The world has rarely given women enough power to fully control their own bodies. But this story isn't only about birth control. It's about the first battle women fought for ownership of their bodies. Every herb harvested to extinction represents a woman trying to shape her own future. Every formula carved into stone represents knowledge passed quietly from woman to woman. Secrets whispered between mothers and daughters. Advice shared where husbands couldn't hear. Knowledge exchanged beside village wells. That thread has never been broken. Today, we have birth control pills. In 1960, the first modern oral contraceptive was approved in the United States. It was a tiny white pill, but it changed the structure of society. In the years that followed, more women entered universities. More women entered the workforce. Marriage was delayed. Family sizes became smaller. Women gained more time to design their own lives instead of being tied to a cradle by their early 20s. One pill transformed countless lives because it accomplished something humanity had never truly achieved before. It allowed women themselves to decide whether, when, and if they would have children. Today, that feels normal, almost inevitable. But without those ancient women, the women who experimented with crocodile dung, honey, and pomegranate rind, the women who relied on experience and intuition in the dark, the women who protected and shared these secrets with one another, the struggle for bodily autonomy might have taken much longer to begin. The thread that connects modern birth control stretches all the way back to them, from their hands to the pill sitting on your bedside table today. I'm Yo-Yo. I'm 35 years old and only recently started paying serious attention to my own body. If you're curious about the hidden history of our bodies, if you want to explore the ancient memories buried inside our genes, please like this video and subscribe to the channel